Oh, welcome back to this World Needs 2. So, time to see what trouble I got myself into. And as expected, a few of these guys are surrounded, but in the most minor ways possible. We are going to have to flood more troops down here, though. Try and hold these gaps open. Don't think I've got the forces here to break through this flank. Not this turn, anyway. But what we can start doing is looking for weak spots like that. Plug the holes. Keep on moving out. Ooh, we've got these guys surrounded. Move you out. Move this whole 7 in. Why do they not surrender? There we go. 11,000 casualties. Looking good. More troops flowing in. What are you looking like? It's 66 thing. Good. 66% TOE. That's the word I was trying to say. Struggle failing. I'm going to shift these guys, so I'm going to use a load of troops. Nope. Just too strong. Right, move you around to there. Oh no, it's plus. Total of units. Oh, that's T. T, right, okay. Let's pull you two off the line and send you south. Yeah, I can keep pushing, can't I? Right, we're not making any good progress this turn. That's fine. I haven't even looked in the mess in the south yet. Let's face it, where you guys are heading. Okay. Could look worse. You can easily cut these guys off. They have taken another couple of locations, however. Actually, no, this is pretty bad. I should have been sending a lot more troops south. I made my bet though. I'm perfectly accepting what I've done here. Need to rescue him. Push into this zone here. Yeah. Our strategies have been completely divergent. I've been trying to stop Stalingrad, he's been pushing the south. I'm assuming he, by the way. It's fine, there's still plenty of time for these guys to get massacred. Yeah, this is a bit of a worry. We need to do something about this. Can we stop this one division here? Yeah, we We need to start filling this hole here. Alright, you can come back and cut. Oh, you can still cut him off, that's fine. I mean, I would push through Rostov would be nice. Let's bring these guys down. They can start making a push through there next turn. Any armoured units I can bring down as well. I'll just do with a depot, I know where to put one. Max's advance has been through open desert, which is hurting my supplies. If I could get to Volsty here with enough force, then I could do some damage. Of course, that would rely on me being able to shift these guys here. Maybe next turn. Pull that tank off the line as well. Oh no, they're fighting in the Great. No, they're not fighting in the Great North. 63 to 78. I'm still holding. It's fine. They're getting points for these now. They're not getting Stalingrad. They may get to Baku though. Whereas I'm holding Stalingrad, which is worth 5 points each turn. So yeah. I can't rescue you, but I can smash that bit of train line up there. And I'll smash that one up. So they are not getting, they're only getting supplies down to here. So these guys here are going to be having a bit of an interesting time. I need to retake those at some point, obviously. He's not getting to Baku. Hopefully not getting to Baku. Right, let's check my commander screen. Go on, there's a ton of guys in reserves. Also, the way the reserves come in is not great for me because he's pushing south. My reserves always come in the north. They've got a long way to go to get anywhere. No, it's been a decent push, this. He's definitely got no chance of getting to Stalingrad at this point. And the weather will be changing soon. When the mud arrives, things will slow down, and then I get the counteroffensive. Alright, next turn. Okay, so the mud's arrived. Boo. Now getting these guys out is going to be difficult. It's okay. We're going to fall back to a bit more of a holdable position here. We've been able to extract that Italian unit. Make sure you're in command range of someone. So yeah, this is going to pretty much hold my entire line now. Slightly disappointing. At least I can pull these guys back. And let's refit all these guys ready for a new offensive. With the mud, we're not going to be attacking anyway. Here we can just close this guy off quite easily. We've got enough troops here to cause mischief and mayhem. So you gotta be weak somewhere. A bit of a last minute land grab, but that's fine by me. Let's start the long job of getting these guys. Can't even use the coastal railway anymore, it's full. And then we need to fix this. Luckily this is not a big problem to fix. This one is more. Yeah, they have done very well in their southern push. Dig in there. Ah, it's going to be shortcutting that guy off as well. It's going to be a bit annoying. Not give him that for free. Oh, there's not just a HQ there, is there? You lied. Is that the closest HQ for this region? Jesus. Alright. Yeah, we need to get more troops down. Last thing we want is to lose Grozny. This little side affair has been interesting though. And it's causing them issues. We're going to lose a tank corps here. Yeah. Most of them got out. We've got a good push here. Good push in here, but I don't see the point. Better off just securing. I mean, the Choi would be slamming like that. But we're about to come up to the bad times, aren't we? We're going to come into not the bad times. Yeah, we're about to go into the mud. And the mud is going to stop play for a good amount of time. Which will hopefully allow me to stabilise this front and ready to push back. Slight pull ahead there. No significant VP advantage to either side. 500,000 lost to them. So I've lost 500,000, they've lost 200. Point wise, it's fairly even. Yeah. Definitely interesting. I didn't see this full focus on the south coming. Check my command. Transfer another 70,000 men, 60,000 men to the front. Yeah. The next 2 turns will hopefully go a bit quicker. Right, so 141 sorties, we're muddied. And look at this. We still have this guy trapped. And this guy. Now this is giving me interesting life choices here. I want to throw these guys out into line. I also want to see what's going on down here. Because the more guys we can send to have fun around the Don, the better. Hello? Is he not connected up? Oh, that's so many interesting choices there. That's a good deep thing. Can we shift this guy? Level 3 forts? No, we cannot. You can get to there. You can get to there. 2 hex short. 2 flipping hexes short. What else have we got? Let's shift guys down. Try and support this. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Absolutely beautiful if that had worked. I could push through there, but what I need to do is shift this guy. That ain't gonna happen. Do need to adjust some of these guys here. $29 to $18. Yeah. Right. You guys continue trooping south because we're gonna want you. Up and ready. But yeah, that's a good old breakthrough. That I'm happy with that. Let's maneuver the tanks into position. He's not going to be able to clear this off, not in the mud season. Right, down south. They're captured, but they're captured in such a weak way. Here we can push back. Surround those guys. Again, weak, but like forming. Send him on retreat. He's surrounded. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, it's only a brigade. Ooh. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'll surround you. Make it inescapable. Actually, I'll do that. I want him there to stop that movement. Okay. Looking good, good. Again, I was just getting just short of what I need to eliminate. Let's keep shipping guys down south. I'm just like 2 hexes, come on. I may actually see if I can ship fuel in. Are you out of AP? You have 16 AP left. English and freight. Right, now just need 5 tons of fuel to them. Another ton of freight. Is that enough to give you one more space of movement? It is not. If I'd only been able to cut all that lot off, that would have been game over. Alright. All going well there. I think none of these will move, but we'll give it a go anyway. Oh, a good chunk of them moved. I'm fairly certain I can start turning this round. Alright. Pavlos house. Yeah, we don't care. Pavlos house isn't a thing. This is very much a massive number of large and small breakthroughs. Alright. Do normal air exist and then move on to this turn. Alright, we only got 700 facilities up. Oh, that's a mess. A mess we can easily sort though. Need to be able to smash through here. That's level 3 forts though. Alright, we cleared that. Right, let's see what we can do to kill this flank. Here we're going to use this guy to... Oh, that's annoying. Let's fix that as well. You're gone, but you're only a what's the word? Brigade. Hey, they finally surrendered. Awesome. And then we can surround that guy, pop that level 2. Refit those guys. Refit those guys. If you can make it to there, that guy's not surrounded anymore. Just slightly annoying you can't close that off, but yeah. Oh, come on, break. Okay, so we got those guys fairly well sealed up. New brigade, you're a core, you can move down to get that guy. There we go, so it's a fairly decent division. You guys can keep moving your way down. No, they still held. Boo. Right, what are we going to do in here? We've got these guys who are rebuilding quite nicely. But obviously I want to keep them intact for the big push. They can move up to there. What I really want is that, that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? I'm not allowed to build a new railway. Refit you. Not allowed to build depots. Boo. Six of there, 4. No. Yeah, I'm just losing good troops here. What have we done now? We've properly secured this area. And they're not making any real ground down here either. Victory points are slowly creeping up, but that's fine. My time is coming. And fairly fast as well. No, there's nothing in the tractor factory. Thank you very much. Only 2,000 men. Yeah, the big builder's gone. Alright, at least we've secured. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I should do the thing. Anyway, on to the next one. Right, so we've still got 600 sorties up, despite the fact it's mud season. So I'm not going to complain, obviously. I'm going to move to block that, whatever that is. Can we move this guy? Yes, we can. We then can't move anything in there, but yeah, all good. I guess we look about 6 weeks marching south. There's a small gap there. Did they advance here? Yes, they attacked. Interesting. Thank you very much for letting me to kill 8 of your tanks. I'm not going to do much more than that, but yeah. Here we're just going to solidify this. I'm going to take these 2 guys back, refit them. We're deep in the region that's not allowed to have depots, so that's the problem. There's still some probing going on. Just look like there's been a bit of a fall back here though. Guess is why are you not something bigger than that? Right. Move the cav up. Moving ourselves just to protect the flanks. Most of these are kind of happy to leave this stalemate. I haven't really got anyone else coming down south. The battle's going to be fought up here now. Let's do the standard commander thing. 99,000 goes down to 62. That's 30,000 men. That's nothing to sniff at. Yeah. They're starting to pull away a bit on victory points, but that's kind of to be expected at this stage. This should be their high water mark. Because hopefully I can smash here, go down to Rostov, cut off this entire southern area and just clean up. We're only like a third of the way through the mission. Alright, mud turn, not much to do. Onwards to the next one. Alright, mud turn. So 0 sorties. Everything is completely and utterly locked in. Apart from my rail lines, which continue to be rail lines. Which is exactly what I needed right now. Push the flanks. Always be pushing the flanks. Okay, so this gives me a chance to at least think about what I'm doing with my life. Make sure all these guys are refitting. Oh, I was hoping to be able to push them back a bit further than that. Yeah. No. Alright. Hopefully they can start rebuilding themselves. Along here, there's not much to say. They did push here to try and cut these guys, so I need to stop that. That was actually a clever move. So I don't think I've got the forces I need here to... Yeah, this little push here is actually in danger. Did I not get anyone to that X? There we go. Just shove all these guys along one. It works. I'm not sure what this guy is doing. Yeah, I do not want to lose my tank cores right before that. Knew that neck was narrow, but... Alright. Yeah, I'm catching up now. No, he didn't. He's had a turn of not killing anything. I'm back within 20 of him. So it'd be interesting to see how that goes next turn. There's no big scores up to now, which makes me feel a bit more confident seeing we're moving into my phase. Just, I've got to be careful not to lose all these troops right before this bit. Now the commando order's gone into effect. The southwestern front, isn't it? I suppose this is the southwest, isn't it? This tank army needs to move down as well. Quick trip to the reserves. Yes, I have that 50,000 men. Thank you very much. I'm going to need to put something in here. Can do with you two refitting as well. Problem is there's no depot in the area. I don't think my air assist is going to do any good. Nope. Alright, we'll just have to rock on. Alright, so another 0 sorties. And he has once again failed to break my little line here. We are going to continue to... That's too much mud. No one can move. We will reinforce this bit as much as we can now. Move you back to refit. I hope come winter I'll have a better chance. Prices on Terek. 6 armies burned out. Well, 6 armies went down a completely different direction. Yeah, it's not worth making any moves in the mud. Just going to continue trying to ship more guys down south. I've definitely not broken enough to completely humiliate myself. I actually think I'm in a good position, but you know, the final bit will show. I also know I need troops on this southern flank if I want to cut this lot off. Yeah, no attacks, minimal moves. It's mud turns. I mean, losses are down to 16k. Yeah, 18 units sent. Yeah, that's not bad. Another 50,000. So, just wish there was more rail lines down this way. Refit these guys if possible. Mainly though, as I may have gone slightly too early on this. I've actually taken the lead. That's interesting, because we're not taking the casualties anymore. I'm actually doing pretty well. Okay, that's a big step. Anyway, next turn. Alright, so we've got some planes in the air. That means it's snow time. Now this is a bit of worry here. We need to make this gap a bit bigger. If we can. Yeah, I really got myself into trouble here. I haven't got the firepower either to I can't shift this 16. Oh, I might be able to shift this 2 though with a little bit of... There we go. And then we can start... Yeah, I'm going to retreat slightly. Not getting annihilated here is a lot more important. Pull that 4 across. Alright, I'm going to continue trying to get... I hit... What button did I hit? Not the button I wanted, that's the answer. Right. Let's see what we got down here anyway. Most of this is going to be static. Yeah. Pull this strong unit back down to here. Fill that gap in with him. There we go. Oh, look at there we go. Nice. New armoured force that can start moving in. Oh, we're going to get stuck on the train, but at least they're on the move. Here we go. So can I have another unit like that, please? And that should get those guys surrounded. You're Statka, you don't need to be Statka. Feel like I pronounced that wrong. Alright. You can get to there. You can get to there. I'm a little bit worried about what that is there. See, there's a sneaky cavalry division. My own sneaky cavalry division is a bit less effective. Yeah, I don't have anything else to kind of reinforce down there. Let me refit. Yeah, that's what I forgot. Yeah, this is starting to look at least a little bit more fluid. Does he move to protect them? Move you over this way. This might end up with these guys getting trapped. It's my big worry at this point. vulnerable flanks. I've already smashed the vulnerable flanks. This is the vulnerable bit. Still 1 point in the lead. That's good. Alright, that's a few more reinforcements in. Anyone else hanging around the back line? Anyone else hanging out down here? No. Yeah, that guy there being very annoying. I needed to have shifted this guy. Just not have the firepower. 17 to 10 though, it's not bad. It's not bad. Had much worse losses. Obviously check the theatre park for reserves. Another 30,000 men coming. I don't have my normal build button in here because it's a scenario. Alright, let's see what we can do then. Alright, let's see what the damage is. Yep, as expected. Bit of more than I can queue here. And I'm going to have to get creative to bust these guys out. Man, this is going to be tough. Need to shift this guy here. 94. Ah, they held. Yeah. I may be about to lose a good chunk of my force here. Get these guys out of the way if I can. It's 2 to 4, I need more force than that. Curses. Oh well. I tried. And I can start filling in this gap here. I'm hoping they're getting lots of air support. That's around with you. Keep that open if possible. No one can quite shut that off. Ah, bounce off that as well. What do I need to? Do I not understand how to do this or something? Right, he's cut off now. What's the attack on this guy? 3 to 92 to 9. These are all technically cut off as well. Yep, okay. I fouled this up. Didn't realise that was a problem until it was too late. Too aggressive. Works for the AI, got me to trouble with the other person. Alright, here. Alright, that's a breakthrough. Alright, you don't need to be not stacked there anymore. Awesome. We got this guy here who can nip through. Yeah. Going toe-to-toe with the German forces is a recipe for disaster, it seems. Why can't you break through any further? Here. But I also need to close off this little route. I've just noticed there's an attempted breakthrough towards Stalingrad going on. Ooh, that cost me a lot of men. Basically, I have to hope that these guys can hold on. Why can't you attack? Just worrying. There was a chance I could break that. They can hold for another 2 turns or so, that wouldn't be too bad. Oh, that's my artillery division. Right, let's block the route to Stalingrad. I don't accidentally lose Stalingrad, do I? And they're creeping ahead. This is going to give them a lot of points though if they can liquidate that. Right, 1 hex, I'm actually shotting this up, very annoying. Ooh, actually got an advance there. It's a bit of a wider advance than I'd be wanting to do, but yeah. We're moving forwards, we're threatening this flank. Getting down here would cause lots of chaos. Alright, what's the commander option got for me? A 95,000, down to 62, so about 30,000 men. Better than a kick in the teeth. That fills that hole in. I'm not taking that one easily. Playing Soviets is desperately looking for anybody who's mobile reserve. Alright. That's disappointing. That is stupidity. Anyway, on to the next one. Right, okay, so 49 damage, and yeah, loss is going to be high, aren't they? 119,000. Yeah, that's not going to do me any good. Up in Uranus for the Germans. how much of my force have I just spent doing that? Is the next question. Probably shot that too early, didn't I? Make him retreat there. And keep this gap. Ooh, 2k there. Oh, he's taking Stalingrad. What the hell? Why have they done that? I know I'd weakened the line there, but I didn't think I weakened the line that much. This is the weak spot though. Yeah, he's had to strip this front to do it. So let's put pressure on down here. We're going to continue to blast our way through here. I have enough force here to threaten a good amount. Do need to pull a few guys down to like secure this lot, but yeah, not too bad. Stop him from linking up to there. Where's he got the force to do that from? That's the next question. We can take that back. Move you guys up to there to refit. Yeah, I basically went too early. It's all me. Like, sometimes too aggressive, me own good. Ooh. The stack could do all the way down here. Yeah. Some serious gaps in my line here. Here we should be able to hit back. I just have to hope that there's a lot of artillery up here, but I'm not sure how much useful that's going to be. I have to move it down towards the down here. I'm pretty sure I can retake Stalingrad. Yeah. That's a bit of a pull ahead. There's no significant advantage at the moment. Turn 18. Still plenty of fighting to go. Build a depot here. Not worried they're going to get across the river here, but yeah. At least I'm pushing the flank down here. Yeah, right. This is all less than ideal, isn't it? I got my early advantages there, but oh boy did I pay for it. Difference of what you can get away with against a human and an AI. Some reinforcements going, that's not bad. This is a good threat. I'm threatening the supply line to most of the southern route. Let's see what we get with this anyway.